So this is going to be basically a hobby update. I've seen other channels do it, and I find those really fascinating on what people have working on and what they're doing. And so for the month of June, this is what I'll be working on. I can't say that I'll 100% get it all done because I kind of have hobby ADD from time to time, and I'll bounce around. Some of these videos will either be stuff I bought, brand new, or it's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I'm finally deciding to get around to doing it and finishing these projects off. I have about 6 videos in various states of completion, so maybe I'll get off my ass and finish those, as long as something shiny doesn't really distract me. But as far as the stuff before you, mistakes were made. So I got a sweet deal on 7 of the Alpha Strike plastic boxes. They were $5 a pop. I could not resist them. I'm going to do reviews on all of them. I've actually opened the support lance already, and I've got that being worked on now. I haven't decided how I'm going to paint them. I really would like to do a Merc lance or help round out my Davian and Creative forces. We'll see. We'll see. It's sky's the limit. I also decided to open a full set of Minotaur tints. I got those about 2-3 years ago at Adepticon for going to a painting seminar. The painting seminar was awesome. Badger was awesome. They supported the whole thing, and if you attended, you got a free set. So I've never used them. They've been sitting in shrink wrap for this whole time, and since I'm starting to airbrush again, I'm really looking forward to fooling around with them. So I'll probably do a review on these. I haven't even looked and seen on YouTube. I'm sure there's thousands of videos already for the Minotaur stuff, but who cares? I'll do my own. A pal of mine was really, really awesome. Thank you, David. He 3D printed off this nuclear power plant and these buildings that go with it. So these will get painted up, and these will start showing up in Battletech reports again. Maybe I can get him to print me another silo. That would be awesome. But I'm looking forward to doing that. And he runs his own company as well called Dicey Ventures. And I'm going to paint this up for him, really for myself, but he was nice enough to give me one. I have already painted one of his buildings before, and I really like how it looks. This is the Earth Brewery. So it's a tree that's got these, going to have these pipes that'll run from his eyes all the way to the back, and there's a little hovel right there behind it. It's kind of cool. I'm going to use that for Age of Sigmar Skirmish or Age of Sigmar, or even Kings of War, if I ever decide to play Kings of War again. That was, last time I played it, it did not end well. We just recently had a convention here in Nashville, NashCon, and one of the big allures was the vendor hall. And previously, NashCon has had, I would say, a very limited scope with their vendor hall. This year was exceptional. They had a lot of different vendors, a lot of people who had never been there before. You still had the very awesome Impudent Mortal who's been there almost every year. They've got great terrain for 28 mil and 15 mil. I suggest you check out Impudent Mortal. But they also had Ralpartha show up, which is a division of Iron Wind. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, they're going to have the complete line of Battletech, and it's going to be great, and it's awesome. Not so much. It was awesome that they showed up. They did have some Battletech, and they had some really good deals on it. So I got a Jumping Atlas, which is going to be a pain in the ass to put together. I got an Ostwar, a Quasimodo, a Fafnir, and I got that for a reason. I'll tell you guys that in a second, and a Shadowhawk 2H. All those cost me $30. Everything was $5 except for the Atlas. That was 10. I just couldn't beat those prices. I already have a Shadowhawk 2H and a 2K, but it didn't hurt to get another Shadowhawk 2H. Those will come in handy. The Fafnir, however, Right now, if you join the Alpha Strike International Facebook group, July is going to be a global campaign. It's going to be the FedCom Civil War. Well, because I kind of go with VSD, Victor Steiner Davian, I'm going to paint that Fafnir up and some of these mechs to be my FedCom or my Federated Sons. I'm really looking forward to finishing that off and bolstering my Davian forces. My Karita have recently got a lot of 3150 love, so getting a little bit mid 300 or 3000s mechs in there, I think that'll be beneficial. Maybe it'll inspire me to play more with my Davian stuff. And last but not least, you'll probably see these on the next battle report. Catalyst dice. Catalyst recently had a sale over the Memorial Day weekend for dice. And I picked up a set of Davian dice. Crescent Hawks, which will be my Merc unit. Clan Star, or Cameron Star. The Word of Blake. And the Dragon Krita. So, I've got a bunch of stuff this past month, and that's not even taking into account the Flames of War stuff I bought and that I have on order, which is more mistakes made. And hopefully I'll be able to start playing that and getting battle reports up for Flames of War version 4. It's kind of tough to lug the equipment halfway across Middle Tennessee to the stores, so that's why I haven't been doing that. And I just haven't had the luck of anyone coming over to play here. I also, at the time of this review, or this video, I have to paint, by June 24th, about 30 Romans for Saga. And some of you may go, but probable, those are early Imperial Romans. Those aren't late era Romans. Those aren't correct. To which I will say, blow it out your ass. I really like these models, and what it'll enable me to do is I'm going to base everybody but the commander on 20mm square bases, so they can actually do double duty between Saga, Hail Caesar, if I ever decide to play Hail Caesar, and Kings of War. And I think that's going to be the only way I play Kings of War again, is if I use the historical rules. I've gotten burned on Kings of War really badly. Maybe it's the army or the fact that I don't learn from my mistakes. Could be a combination. But I just have really no interest in playing Kings of War. But maybe painting these Romans up and getting some more, that'll be awesome. And to go along with the Romans, if I do decide to take them into Kings of War, you can get War Dogs, and I've got these Zombicide Dogs. So I'll put those Zombicide Dogs on bases and use them there for that. But overall, that's kind of like the hobby update for June, early June, late May-ish, whatever you want to call it. There'll be other stuff that'll be out there too. But I'm also probably going to do videos where I show you everything I did get painted. Maybe it'll inspire me to get off my ass and paint more. I'm not the best painter in the world, but I really do like having finished models on the table. And there's a battle report coming up with my Karita mechs, and they're fully painted. And even though they performed piss poorly, at least everything was painted and based. And so it doesn't look bad as they're dying. Alright, well, I'm not going to really do any hard edits on this. This is pretty much it. Let me know what you think I should start on first, or is there anything that you want to see? Would you be interested in me doing like tutorials as I paint? I mean, I'm not the best painter, but you know, this is part of my hobby now, and I appreciate you guys, hanging out with me and going on the journey with me. So if there's something you want to see or you got input, just let me know in the comments. Have a good one.